Hello, good morning, children. Once again, I am here, and today we will discuss about the sexual reproduction. Children, you know about the sexual reproduction. This is the major way of reproduction by which the lower animals as well as higher animals and plants reproduce. Now, here we should think what is the actual characteristics of the sexual reproduction. Unlike the asexual reproduction, in sexual reproduction, male and female parents are required. As we all observed in asexual reproduction, only male or female means uniparental reproduction is asexual reproduction, but sexual reproduction is biparental reproduction, where male and female are required. The another important characteristic of the sexual reproduction is here gametes involved. Now here is the question, what is gamete? In fact, gametes are the haploid sexual unit of either male or female. तो gametes are haploid और gametes क्या है? Gametes are the haploid sexual unit. Haploid sexual unit को कहते हैं हम लोग is gamete. Gametes are the haploid sexual unit. Now, what is haploid? You should know in our cells in the nucleus, chromosomes are found, and that chromosomes remain in pair. We are the diploid animal. Our cells are having paired chromosome. But those cells which are having unpaired chromosome or half number of total chromosomes are called haploid cells. And such cells that are haploid in nature and represent the male or female are called gametes. So what will be the gamete? So gametes are the haploid sexual unit of male or female. If we consider about the male, so sperm is considered as the male gamete and ovum is considered as the female gamete. These gametes are produced in primary reproductive organ of the plants or animal or any organism where the sexual reproduction occurs. Now the way by which gametes are formed is called gametogenesis. The process by which gametes are formed is called gametogenesis. So what is gametogenesis? This is a process by which gametes are produced. Now where will occurs? Where gametogenesis occurs? So gametogenesis occurs in the primary reproductive organ of male or female. Okay? In male, this gametogenesis is called spermatogenesis, while in female, this gametogenesis is called oogenesis. In female, this is called oogenesis, while in male, it is called spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. अब जब नाम हो गया oogenesis, तो through the oogenesis, ovum is produced, while by the spermatogenesis, sperm are produced. So sperms are the male gamete. Sperms are the male gamete, while ovum is called the female gamete. स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस से क्या बनता है? स्पर्म और oogenesis से क्या बनता है? ओवम. So ovum is the female reproductive organ, a female reproductive gamete या female gamete, while sperm is considered as the male gamete. Clear? So the process by which gametes are produced is called gametogenesis. And what are gametes? So gametes are the haploid sexual unit either of male or female. Clear? So the most second important characteristic of the sexual reproduction is the involvement of gamete. तो सबसे पहला जो कैरेक्टर्स है इसके क्या है, हमने बात की कैरेक्टर्स ऑफ सेक्सुअल। तो पहला हो गया बाई पैरेंटल। दूसरा क्या होता है, गैमेट्स इन्वॉल्व। तीसरा होता है फर्टिलाइजेशन between the gametes occurs। और चौथा होगा मियोसिस, सेल डिवीजन occurs। पांचवा होता है वेरिएशन appears। और छठा होगा हेल्प इन इवोल्यूशन। क्लियर? तो these are the important characteristics of the sexual reproduction. What will be the characteristic? The first characteristic is sexual reproduction is biparental, means male and female races of the species involved. Without the involvement of male and female, sexual reproduction will never complete, either in plants or animal or in any organisms. दूसरा क्या होगा, gametes involved during sexual reproduction, only one cell, that is the haploid sexual unit, involved as a representative of the individual species. Whole the body and whole the organism never involved, only one cell, that is the gametes, or male gamete is called sperm, female gamete is called ovum. If we consider about the plant, in plant gametes already in male, that is called microspores, pollen grain, and that contain gametes, in which gametes are formed, or ovum is there already there. अभी तीसरा फर्टिलाइजेशन बिटवीन द गैमेट्स occur. Now how gametes involve? तो during after involving, gametes fuse together, and that fusion is called fertilization, syngamy. This is the fertilization by which male and female gamete fuse together and form the zygote, that is the first cell of the individual, and that zygote become diploid in nature. Why it become diploid? So as haploid sexual unit, suppose this is the sperm and this is the ovum and this is the N means haploid, and when both they came together and fused, this is the 2N, and this one is called zygote. So zygote is formed. In this way, haploid status converted into diploid status. ठीक है? तो haploid status क्या होगा, कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा diploid. What is haploid? तो haploid is the state of the cell in which half number of total chromosomes found. Why it is? How it is formed? That is formed through meiosis, cell division. Yesterday we discussed, हम लोगों ने कल बात किया था, there are two types of major cell division. One is called mitosis, that is the simple cell division. Mitosis cell division, or mitosis cell division is a simple cell division in which one cell converted into two daughter cell with same number of the cell, same number of chromosome, no change in the number of chromosome occur, never. That is called mitosis division. So in asexual reproduction, only mitosis cell division occurs. That is also called somatic cell division. Okay, but during gamete formation, a very special type of cell division occurs, and that cell division is called meiosis. Meiosis is also known as reductional division. Why it is called reductional division? Because after the division, cell reduced their number of chromosomes. After meiosis cell division, one cell divides into 4 daughter cells, but number of chromosomes in each cell become half, and so this is called reductional cell division. This cell division is utilized to form the gametes to reduce the number of chromosomes from the parents, so that when fusion occurs, similar number of chromosomes may re-attained, retained. Okay, and in this way, from generation to generation, number of chromosomes is maintained in each and every species. Clear? Now, when meiosis division occurs, the total of our chromosomes reduced to half. So, in that reduction processes, many changes appears, many recombination of the genes occurs. Side by side, sometimes mutation occurs, and through which organisms produced by sexual reproduction are not identical to their parents. They show similarity to their parents, but not exact, never become the exact copy of the parents. Many changes appears in them. Such changes are called variations or variability. That variability may be in different traits, like their eye may be changed, their cheek may change, their height may change, their color may get changed. Okay, so these are the traits, these are the characters. So variable character appears. That is called variations, differences. This variation which appears during sexual reproduction is one of the important feature, because this variation helps the organism to adjust in the change environment. As we know, nothing but change is constant, and so through the variation such of a spring which are having suitable variation regarding the surroundings, that individual will survive more suitably than those in which such variations is not found. And so such variation help in just having more adaptability than the asexually reproduced organism. So मैंने कल बताया था कि asexually reproduced organisms are very prone to disease. They are susceptible to disease. They are not having less adapting capacity. They are not having adaptability. But the sexually reproduced organisms are having variations, and such variations help the organism to adjust in the change environment, and such variability become the feature of the organism that help the organism to evolve with new features. And such accumulation of large number of variations in certain organism completely change the organism from their previous forefathers, and that is actually the foundation of the evolution. So sexual reproduction help in evolution. Sexual reproduction help in evolution. So these are the 5 or 6 features of the reproduction. Clear? अब ये जो फीचर्स हैं, अब हम लोग सेपरेटली पढ़ेंगे प्लांट के अंदर और पढ़ेंगे हम लोग एनिमल के अंदर. क्लियर? तो व्हाट इज सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन? सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इज one of the important mode of reproduction by which organism produced their offspring with variations which help the organism or offspring to adjust in the changed environment and help in evolution. It required male and female parents both with their gametes. Gametes, what? Gametes are the haploid sexual unit of either male or female. How gametes are produced? So gametes are produced through meiosis division. In male, this is gamete formation is called spermatogenesis in animal, while in plant it will call microsporogenesis. Gamete formation in the female is called oogenesis, by which ovum is produced. In plant, this is called megasporogenesis. Okay, so this is the way by which meiosis division occurs, and through the meiosis, gametes are formed. Clear? So gamete involvement is one of the feature, one of the important characteristic of the अब ये जो फर्टिलाइजेशन है, आपने पहले पढ़ा होगा कि फर्टिलाइजेशन दो तरह का हो सकता है. एक तो है इन विट्रो फर्टिलाइजेशन और दूसरा है इन विवो फर्टिलाइजेशन. अभी आप देखते होंगे इन विट्रो फर्टिलाइजेशन की बात चलती है तो टेस्टिव बेबी की जब हम लोग बात करते हैं और अखबार में आप आए दिनों एडवर्टीजमेंट देखते हो आईवीएफ दैट इज द इन विट्रो फर्टिलाइजेशन, जहां ऐसे इशूलेस कपल्स को इनवाइट किया जाता है कि यू कम एंड सॉल्व योर प्रॉब्लम. तो वहां क्या होता है, ड्यूरिंग टेस्टिव बेबी इन विट्रो फर्टिलाइजेशन अकर. इन विट्रो मींस outside the natural habitat. If fertilization occurs in laboratory, in test tube, such fertilization is called in vitro fertilization. But in natural way, the fertilization that occurs through the mating, natural mating, is called in vivo fertilization. Okay? अब in vivo fertilization भी दो तरह का है. एक क्या है? That is called external fertilization. That is actually occurs in natural way, like in frog, in fish. Female individual lays her egg on water surfaces. For that, female frog or fishes secrete some small oily chemical that floats on the water surface, on which female individual in fish or in frog lays large number of eggs, and then and there male liberate its sperm, and their fertilization occurs. So this is the fertilization that is called in vivo fertilization in natural way. But test tube baby is the in vitro fertilization that occurs in laboratory and not in natural way. Okay? तो अगर ये इन विवो में भी अगर ये बाहर में फर्टिलाइजेशन होता है, that is called external fertilization. Or if the fertilization occurs inside the fallopian tube or inside the body, that is called internal fertilization. अब you should never confuse with the egg layers animal. जैसे बहुत सारे जानवर हैं जो अंडे देते हैं, जैसे स्नेक, अनदर रेप्टाइल्स और the birds. They are the oviparous animal, but they lay fertilized egg. Fertilization in such animal like reptiles, like lizard, like snake, like crocodile, like tortoise, or like fish, like the birds, everywhere in these community, fertilization occurs internally, but fertilized egg comes out, and then such fertilized egg, after incubation period, passing the incubation period, hatched out into chicks or young one. क्लियर? तो वहां पर इंटरनल फर्टिलाइजेशन होता है स्नेक में, एंड दैट्स व्हाई स्नेक एंड अदर बर्ड्स सो मैटिंग ड्यूरिंग देयर सीजन. मोस्टली दे आर द सीजनल ब्रीडर and so they mate between the mating occurs between male and female, and such fertilization is called internal fertilization. हम लोग इन डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे एनिमल के बारे में, ह्यूमन बॉडी के बारे में कि कहां पर ये फर्टिलाइजेशन होती है। क्लियर? तो अभी हम लोग देखेंगे सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इन प्लांट्स में। सबसे पहले हम दो भाग में पढ़ेंगे इसको। सबसे पहले तो सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन, in plants, and then we will discuss sexual reproduction in animals. ओके, तो हम लोग दो भाग में इसको पढ़ेंगे। सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन कहाँ? प्लांट्स में, and then we will discuss about sexual reproduction in animals. So firstly about the plants. Children, plants also reproduce sexually, and for that they produce gamete, and such gametes fertilize together and form the fruits, and in fruits seed appears. There are two types of plants, you know. There are gymnosperm and angiosperm. If you recall the things from your previous classes, there are two types of plants. The plants that have no seed are called cryptogames. There also sexual reproduction occurs, but here the reproduction that we will learn is mostly about the flowering plants. तो प्लांट के बारे में मैंने बताया आपको, दो तरह के प्लांट्स होते हैं। एक है क्रिप्टोगेम्स, इन विच सेक्स ऑर्गन्स आर हिडन। क्रिप्ट मींस हिडन, तो प्लांट्स हैविंग हिडन सेक्स ऑर्गन आर कॉल्ड क्रिप्टोगेम्स, दैट आर कॉल्ड नॉन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स। जैसे आप देखते हो फर्न को, ब्रायोफाइट को, these are algae को, these are the cryptogamous plants. Cryptogamous, क्लियर? जैसे आपने नाम सुना होगा रिक्सिया का, मार्केंसिया का, फर्न का, इक्विजिटम का, सेलेजिनेला का, एजोला का, मार्सिलिया का, रिक्सिया का, मार्केंसिया का, फ्यूनेरिया का, बहुत सारे अलगी के बारे में सुनते हो। They all are the cryptogames. They are the plant, no doubt they are autotrophic in nature, but having the chlorophyll in their cells, but they are not having the sex organ in exposed way. So plants having hidden sex organs are called cryptogames. Clear? But the other plants which are having the sex organ exposed, such plants are called phanerogames. So plant को हम लोग दो भागों में बांटते हैं। एक तो क्या है, नॉन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट, और दूसरा होता है फ्लावरिंग प्लांट। क्लियर? कौन कौन प्लांट हो गया? फ्लावरिंग, नॉन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट एंड फ्लावरिंग प्लांट। तो नॉन फ्लावरिंग के अंदर कौन कौन आएंगे? That are called cryptogames, and in that cryptogames there is a bryophyte, pteridophyte and the algae. ये तीन ग्रुप है उसके। कौन कौन? algae, bryophytes and pteridophytes. algae के बारे में आप लोगों ने सुना होगा, ये यूलोथ्रिक्स, स्पायरोगैरा, ओइडोगोनियम, कारा, फ्यूकस, बैटरकोस्पर्मम, लैमिनेरिया. These are the algae. They may be with the marinal as well as fresh water. Let then the other group of plant is there, that is called non-vascular cryptogames. And non-vascular cryptogames कौन सा है? That are called amphibian of the plant kingdom. They survive on land, terrestrial ground, as well as water is essentially required for them. And so, like the frog, as we all know, there are some group of plants which are considered as the amphibian of the plant kingdom. तो दे आर ब्रायोफाइट्स। इस ब्रायोफाइट के अंदर में आपने पढ़ा होगा फ्यूनेरिया, जिसको हम लोग मॉस के नाम से जानते हैं, स्फेगनम के नाम से जानते हैं, रिक्सिया के नाम से जानते हैं, मार्केंसिया के नाम से जानते हैं, एंथोसेरोस है। सो दीज आर दी ब्रायोफाइटिक प्लम्स। दे आर द ग्रीन प्लम्स हैविंग नो प्रॉपर डिफरेंशिएशन बिटवीन रूट, स्टेम एंड लीव्स। तो वहां भी सेक्सुअल और एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन होते हैं। एक तीसरा ग्रुप है प्लांट का जो नॉन फ्लावरिंग है, जिसमें फूल नहीं खिलते हैं, और उनका है दैट इज कॉल्ड टेरिडोफाइट्स। और सबको पता है द कॉमन नेम ऑफ द टेरिडोफाइट्स आर द फर्न, जिसमें हम लोग के यहाँ लोकेलिटी में एडियंटम होता है, इक्विजिटम होता है, एजोला होता है, पानी में रहने वाला मार्सिलिया है, सेलेजेनियला है, ड्रैप्टेरिस है। These are the fern and are pteridophytes. Actually, pteridophytes are the vascular plants having differentiated root, stem, and leaves, but are not flowering in nature, and so are called cryptogames. But here we will discuss about the sexual reproduction in flowering plants. The flowers that bears, the plants that bear flowers, that are called flowering plants. और ऐसे flowering plant को हम लोग कहते हैं कौन? फेनेरोगेम्स। तो प्लांट के दो ग्रुप हो गए, कौन कौन? क्रिप्टोगेम्स और दूसरा क्या हो गया? फेनेरोगेम्स। क्रिप्टोगेम्स क्या हुआ? तो क्रिप्टोगेम्स आर दी नॉन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स, और फेनेरोगेम्स क्या हुआ? दी आर दी फ्लावरिंग प्लांट। क्लियर? अब हम लोग इस सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इन प्लांट इसमें पढ़ेंगे फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स। फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स और फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स को हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? और फेनेरोगेम्स। फेनेरोगेम्स। और दूसरा ग्रुप क्या था? दूसरा ग्रुप था क्रिप्टोगेम्स। याद हुआ? देयर आर टू ग्रुप, मेजर ग्रुप ऑफ द प्लांट्स, क्रिप्टोगेम्स एंड फेनेरोगेम्स। तो हम लोग किसके बारे में पढ़ेंगे यहाँ? फेनेरोगेम्स के बारे में। ओके, तो फेनेरोगेम्स दीज आर दी फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स। अब देखो प्लांट्स, इफ वी कंसीडर अबाउट द प्लांट्स, तो प्लांट्स हैव, अब देखिए अगर हम लोग किसी प्लांट को कंसीडर करें एंड वी स्टार्ट इट्स जर्मिनेशन, तो हम लोग यहां से स्टार्ट करके फिर यहीं पर आएंगे। दिस इज द जर्मिनेशन ऑफ द सीड and you are observing this is the radicle and this is the plumule and this is the seed with cotyledon। देखो ऐसा जो आफ्टर द हैविंग सीड जर्मिनेशन ए सीडलिंग इज प्रोड्यूस। किसी पौधों में जब सीड को हम लोग जर्मिनेट कराते हैं, सीड आफ्टर गेटिंग द सुटेबल कंडीशन, जिसमें आपने पढ़ा है मॉइस्चर कंटेंट, ऑक्सीजन एंड सुटेबल टेम्परेचर, अगर ये तीनों सीड को मिलता है, देन सीड अवेकन फ्रॉम देयर डोरमेंट स्टेज एंड दे प्रोड्यूस सीडलिंग। This is called seedling. अब seedling is divided in plumule. The upper ascending portion जो ऊपर की तरफ चलता है, that is called plumule. और दूसरा जो descending portion है, that moves against the light towards the dark towards the earth, that is called radicle. And now this plumule produce shoot, and this radicle produce root. So after germination, plants obtain shoot and root. There are two systems in the development of the plant. One is called root system और दूसरा होता है shoot system. Through the root system, primary और secondary और fibrous root are produced, और shoot system से पौधों में बनते हैं स्टेम, ब्रांचेज, लीव्स। ओके, तो शूट सिस्टम। अब हम यहाँ पर पौधों के होल बॉडी के बारे में बात करें, तो पौधों में दो बॉडी पार्ट है। प्लांट्स को हम लोग दो बॉडी पार्ट में बांट सकते हैं। अब देखो एक पार्ट है उसको बोलते हैं हम लोग वेजिटेटिव पार्ट। दिस इज कॉल्ड वेजिटेटिव पार्ट। It includes root, stem, leaves. Root, stem and leaves are the vegetative parts of the plants. Plant में तीन part है mainly and that is called vegetative part. It includes root, stem and leaves. Okay, root helps the plant to derive water and minerals from the root and provide anchoring to them. पौधे को एंकरिंग प्रोवाइड करता है, जमीन से उसको एस्टेब्लिश करके रखने में मदद करता है। साथ ही साथ पौधे के लिए पानी की जो जरूरत होती है, मिनरल की जो जरूरत होती है, उसको पौधे जमीन से एब्जॉर्ब करते हैं। दूसरा है स्टेम। इट इज अ मेजर पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट दैट बियर ब्रांचेस एंड लीव्स। और तीसरा है द लीव्स, दैट इज अ लीफ और प्लूरल लीव्स दैट डू फोटोसिंथेसिस and through the photosynthesis they produce या manufacture food materials. Whatever the plant required energy that is fulfilled by their photosynthetic food that is synthesized during photosynthesis. The main function of the leaves is to do photosynthesis. उसके अलावा leaves का दूसरा एक important काम है and that is called transpiration and gaseous exchange. Extra water that is absorbed by the plants is released in the environment through the major way and that is the stomatal transpiration. So leaves do three important functions. एक तो है they manufacture food, दूसरा है they help in transpiring water to get rid from extra water that they absorb, and तीसरा है it help in gaseous exchange by which required gases entering the plants and expelled out from the plants. That may be the oxygen and carbon dioxide. Clear? तो ये तीन काम होता है इससे. And these three parts are called vegetative parts. अब हम लोगों ने कल asexual reproduction के बारे में बताया थे कि if reproduction occurs through the vegetative parts and that is called vegetative reproduction, that may be naturally or by artificial way. दूसरा पार्ट है इसको बोलते हैं हम लोग रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट। रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट। अब रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट क्या है? तो प्लांट्स के दो पार्ट हो गए, एक है वेजिटेटिव पार्ट्स और दूसरा कौन हो गया? रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट्स। अब वेजिटेटिव पार्ट्स कौन हुआ? तो वेजिटेटिव पार्ट्स आर दोज व्हिच हेल्प द प्लांट टू एंकर, to support, to get rid from the water, transpiration as well as. और दूसरा क्या हुआ? रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट। तो प्लांट्स में रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट्स के रूप में आता है कौन? दैट इज कॉल्ड फ्लावर्स। तो फ्लावर इज द रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट्स। If we will consider about the sexual reproduction, we will have to know, we will be required to know about the flower. तो अब हम लोग आज जाएंगे कि फ्लावर क्या हुआ। तो फ्लावर इज ए रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट्स। व्हाट इज द रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट्स? दैट इज द फ्लावर। फ्लावर इज द रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट। इन फैक्ट व्हाट इज फ्लावर? तो फ्लावर इज ए मॉडिफाइड सूट। अब हमने यहाँ सूट से आपकी बात शुरू की थी। इट इज ए मॉडिफाइड सूट। दिस सूट व्हिच कन्वर्ट इनटू लीव्स, ब्रांचेस इज even convert into flower. So flower is a modified shoot that bears different leaves arranged on an axis and that is called thalamus, and all the walls that arranged on an axis in flower that is called floral parts या floral leaves. तो हम लोग पढ़ेंगे सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन में केवल फ्लावर के बारे में फर्स्टली। तो व्हाट इज फ्लावर? तो फ्लावर इज ए मॉडिफाइड सूट that act as reproductive part of the plants. Clear? तो आज आप इतना तक रहने दें and tomorrow we will discuss about the reproductive processes in plants. Okay, thanks.